Welcome back, you beans. Welcome to The Legend of Beans, Ocarina of Beans. Today we're going to kill this bean to get the beans that are inside. Oh, beans. That's not a good prize. A recovery heart, come on, man. You can't start me off like this. We gotta start off on a high note. Gotta start off on that soprano C shiz. Oh, dang. Alright, there's quite a few Skulltulas we can get in the river, and we can also play some music to our little froggy friends since we have the Song of Storms. We can play them the Song of Storms and get them 100% wet with the rain that falls from the heavens. I want to point out something really funny from last episode. I have no idea why I did this, but for some reason I left the Lens of Truth equipped the whole entire episode without even realizing it. I don't know why. I guess I am destined to be the flamboyant Sherlock Holmes. Some frogs are looking at you from underwater. I probably look all weird and distorted, like a funhouse mirror. Alright, you guys ready for this amazing composition? They love it. It has no rhyme or rhythm to it, but they love it. Damn, they're hopping. Wow, that melody is so cool, Ribbit. Singing in the beans. Oh, what a feeling. Ribbit. Please take this as a token of our froggish gratitude, Ribbit. Come on, man. Oh, another Shadow Temple key. Why do we have so many keys for the Shadow Temple? I don't want the Shadow Temple keys, man. I just want a bottle. I just want to be able to start planting some bugs inside some plots of soil. We honestly probably should start planting our beans this episode, though. We have a few. And in previous Zooters, we only needed 3 beans in order to beat the game. But since we're going for 100% in this playthrough, we're going to need to plant a lot more beans because there's a lot of Skulltula tokens that require beans to get to. I feel like I'm saying beans way too many times this episode. I mean, that's an understatement, right? Okay, let's make the ground wet. The sun just came out and we're about to make it rain again. What is this, Seattle? Okay, so there's 2 more Deku Scrubs down here. Let's see what they're waiting to sell us. Oh, come on. Oh, damn, that was some overkill, man. I didn't mean to re-hit you in the nuts. I'm pretty sure I keep on hitting this Deku Scrub in the nuts with nuts. This whole situation is nuts, man. All right, you win. Spare me. Okay, if I make the deal. 30 nuts. Damn. We hit him in the nuts so hard that his nuts just fell off. Damn, I feel bad, dude. It's okay. I have this weird issue that allows me to only show remorse for 2 seconds, so I'm already over it pretty much. Another recovery heart, man. 2 recovery hearts within like the first couple minutes of the episode. That has got to be a new record for sucking. Let's blow these rocks up. I'm going to buy some more beans real fast. And I'm also going to plant some beans. I feel like this episode just needs a bean counter. How many times can the word beans be said in one video? I wonder, is it possible for me to break the world record for being the person who says the word beans the most in a single video? I mean, if I could break any world record, I feel like that would be the one for me. It's just such a pure record to hold for yourself. Like, some people hold world records for, like, eating the most hot dogs in 10 seconds. I don't know, that sounds kind of gay to me. Some people have records for breaking cinder blocks on their stomach. I don't know, that seems kind of violent. I'm not about that. I'll just hold the world record for being the person who says the word beans the most in a single video. Okay, another heart container. I mean, 8 heart containers is great and all, but is that as good as beans? Damn, that moon is moving. Holy crap, oh my god. How'd you get up here, dude? What the hell, I just cut off his head. I feel so bad. Dang, it's weird how they sped up the night times in Zooter. The moon is just, it's like the opposite of the Majora's Mask moon. It's just yeeting into the sky. Alright, so I forgot to play the fishing minigame last episode like I said I was going to. So we're going to do that today. But first, I'm going to come over here and plant some beans. Because once these beans are planted, we'll be able to come back as Adult Link and get a few more things. And also, I think there's a Skulltula over on this little island where the fire arrows usually are. I'm missing some of these Skulltulas my first time running through these areas because sometimes I've been forgetting about them because they're not super fresh in my memory. Wait, can I get this one right now? I don't think there's any way for me to kill him. But then I've been looking up a guide, and I've been noticing that I've been missing some Skullsanity tokens, like the ones that I never collect. I'm honestly really happy that we're going for 100% now, because it's really going to be making me brush up on my Ocarina of Time knowledge. After this playthrough, I will be a master at the game. Okay, please don't tell me that they're going to make me wait all the way until nighttime again. No, they are, aren't they? If only we had the Sun Song. Because we know where the Sun Song is, but we need to get the freaking Giant's wallet in order to purchase it, because it's like 270 rupees. And we still haven't even found the adult wallet, so we're not anywhere close. This whole situation is just a big pile of beans, man. This whole longer day function is great and all, but in some situations it makes things much worse. Hopefully me waiting the whole entire day is worth it. No, let me guess, it's a Shadow Temple key. Fire Temple, okay. We can actually go back to that temple, so I'll take it. That opens up a lot of new rooms in there. Alright, let's head to the fishing mini game, shall we? Now, something I want to talk about real fast that I've been getting quite a few comments about is my tracker over here to the side, made by Countdown. Lots of people have been asking me where they can download this, and I've actually had a link in the description for every single video except the very first episode of Zelda, just because I didn't have the link yet. But I just want to let you guys know that that is down there if you want to download this tracker and put it in there. And it's also still being updated. This tracker is kind of interesting because it has the ability to auto-track items. I'm just not using it for this playthrough because it's not like fully fleshed out yet, and I'd rather just do it manually. But that is a cool thing about this tracker. And he's also adding the ability soon to like change the background colors and stuff, so you can green screen the background and stuff. So it's pretty neat. Download it if you would like to, because he did a good job on it. Time to fish with our friend who has lice in his armpit. Do you think that's why he's itching so bad? Or maybe he just like shaved his armpits and it's just like really itchy now. Because his hair, just in general, looks so coarse. I feel like starting a trend, guys. You know how Alex from Target became so famous doing absolutely nothing? Well, if Alex from Target can become so famous, how come Ned from the fishing hole can't be famous? How about it? On Twitter, let's start a hashtag. Hashtag Ned from the fishing hole. We need to make Ned famous because he is so beautiful and he shaved his armpits just for this situation, guys. Don't let us down. Ned needs to become the next viral internet sensation. I'm counting on you guys for this one. It's imperative. A really welcome addition they added to 4.0 of Zelda for the fishing mini game is you do not need the Kokiri sword to do it anymore. You originally needed the sword so the action command would work for the fishing rod, but that has been fixed so you can do this mini game regardless of having the sword or not, which makes a lot more sense overall. I'm happy they did that. Okay, I think we only need to catch an 8-pound fish, which is really, really easy as young Link. Ooh, I think that's a big one right there. Dang it, he sniped it! The big one, he's right there. I don't want you. Get off of my reel. Get off of my fishing line. You don't even deserve my bait. He's just completely ignoring me. Wait, I think he's back over by the lily pads. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. We're not even going to eat you. Like, we're literally going to keep you in a fish tank. You have nothing to worry about. Dang it. Why did he let go? Did that say Wahaha? Who the hell was saying that? Was that like Waluigi or something? Does he even go here? Come on. You know you want it. It's a big tasty hook that's going to pierce your whole entire face. Come on, doesn't that sound so enticing? Dude, it's delicious. Just eat it! You piece of... Look at that little hooky ass. Isn't that turning you on, big boy? Come on. Look at, I see you wiggling down there, getting all excited. Yeah, yeah. You know you want to eat this. Damn, he's playing with my feelings and emotions. Come on, dude, I'm pleading with you. I'm begging. Just eat the little fish. Look, I'm a real fish. I swim around like a real fish. I taste like a real fish. He liked it this time. He finally gave in, and he's paying the price. Come on. You deserve to. Yes! Dang, this is a big fish. 8 pounds. It's weird that that fish is like the same size as Link and only weighs 8 pounds. Does that mean Link only weighs 8 pounds? Can the fish inside this fishing hole be used scientifically for game theory? So if that's true, can we have a game theory about how Link only weighs like 12 pounds? I feel like it has a lot of merit to it. All right, buddy boy. I got a biggin. Full 8 pounds. Then we get the mirror shield. Okay, I'll take it because Adult Link doesn't even have a shield yet, but overall, that's still not something that I'm super excited to get. But, I mean, it's better than a oh my god, I'm dying. But it's better than a recovery heart, so I can't complain too much, can I? Alright, and we're out of here. So originally, whenever I saw this item on the tracker, that's the Shard of Agony, for the longest time, I thought this was the, like, secret little hook that you can find in the fishing hole. Because if you run around the bushes in the fishing hole, you can find a special lure that helps you catch fish easier. And that's what I thought that was. But then I found out later that it wasn't. But that's a good, like, point to bring up, is could they add that random fishing lure that you find? I think it's called the sinking lure. Could they add the sinking lure into the randomizer pot? I feel like that would be a decent item to add, right? Or is that a little bit too difficult to collect? I don't fully know. Oh no, it's becoming dark. Don't close on me. Please! Alright, made it. Can we get the rupees before the drawbridge closes? I feel like it's almost broken that you can get like 40 rupees from this drawbridge every time you come out here. Definitely overpowered, but I guess at the same time it's good to have a location where you can farm rupees just in case you like run out of rupees on the overworld completely and you just really need them. Dang, it is nighttime, isn't it? I really wanted to go to one of these shops to see if I could buy some bomb shoes, so that would open up the bomb shoe gallery. Because I was told that we need bomb shoes to open up the gallery. At the same time, I don't remember that being a thing you needed to do. I'm pretty sure to open up the bomb shoe gallery, you need the Goron Ruby. But I could also be entirely wrong. Since we can't go to the shops right now, I'm just going to turn into Adult Link so we can go to some new areas. Alright, we've gone through puberty again. And now we can put a horse underneath our bum. And let's go to the Gerudo Valley because I could really go for some fiery tunes right now, man. Okay, whenever Epona screams like that, I feel really bad about hitting her. I feel like she's in excruciating pain. Is this horse abuse? I don't know. I'm gonna have PETA calling me up in a second. Not that anybody takes PETA seriously in the first place. I mean, every single time I even hear about PETA, that like animal organization that protects animals, whatever they do, I always just think of PETA. Okay, I'm really bad at voice acting, but whenever Lewis says Peter's name in Family Guy, that's what goes through my brain. Okay, hopefully we can line this up well. It's so crazy how sometimes she struggles just jumping over a basic fence, and then other times she's able to jump like her life depends on it. Well, I guess literally her life depended on it in that situation, so I guess it makes sense that she's like that. If I kill this, will I be able to collect it in any way? I don't know if I can jump that high. Is that just a bomb refill? Blunder, I don't even want that in the first place. I know there's a grotto back here with a Skullsanity inside, but it's probably out of our reach as well. There's so many Skullsanities that we could collect if we had either the hook shot. Ooh, no, we have some Deku scrubs. Ooh, look at the shield. But yeah, if we had the hookshot or boomerang, there'd be so many more that we could collect. Now, I think this shield breaks Deku nuts. Yeah, it doesn't even reflect them. That's why it's kind of useless for us at this given moment. But we have 2 more items right here. Make it worth my while. Okay, nah. I don't want that. Nope. I don't want that. Got the freaking compass for Dodongo's Cavern though, really? That's like the one dungeon that we've already completed, and that's the dungeon we get the compass for. I'm fuming. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this music. It just makes me feel so good. I've been playing a lot of Cadence of Hyrule the past couple days. That new indie game by the makers of Crypt of the Necrodancer. And let me tell you, that game is a freaking banger. What do you guys think? Should I cover up my Lens of Truth, or should we just keep the Lens of Truth in our inventory the rest of the whole Let's Play? Nah, I'm not going to do that to you guys. You will probably get really pissed at me if I do that. But Cadence of Hyrule is just amazing. Just because, first off, it actually adds a lot of purpose to the combat of Legend of Zelda, especially for a 2D Zelda game, because normally you just kind of like mash your sword button while you're fighting in Zelda games. You don't have to, but that's what most people do. But in Cadence of Hyrule, you actually have to like think out every single movement and action you do. It's very, very strategic. The whole entire time you're listening to phenomenal remixes of all your favorite Legend of Zelda tunes. And I love the remix of the Gerudo Valley theme because they add like all these horns to it, like a full brass section, and it just, it's fire, man. If you haven't played that game, look it up. I don't know if they've released the soundtrack yet, but it's also something else. Another fun fact is 2 of my buddies / acquaintances, they were in the Randomizer Coliseum with the rest of us, worked on the soundtrack. Family Jules and Adriana Figueroa. Family Jules played a lot of guitar and rhythm guitar in the soundtrack, and Adriana does all of the female vocals in the game. And it's just so cool to know 2 people who got to work on a soundtrack for a Zelda game. Like, if young Tyler knew the Zelda-related experiences that older Tyler was getting to experience, he would freak out. I mean, if you told Tyler as a kid that he'd be playing Ocarina of Time in front of tens of thousands of people when he was older, he probably wouldn't have believed you if you said that either. But here we are today. Okay. Hello, random ginger lady. Alright, who's laughing? Is that Navi or is that this woman? I can't tell the difference. Even though she doesn't seem too happy to see me. I doubt she's laughing in this scenario. Bang, bitch. Sit down. Be humble. Oh, wait, she didn't give us the key. Wait, why isn't that spinning? Is this a trap? I feel like it is. No, it wasn't a trap. That piece of heart was just straight up chilling. All right, so we didn't get a key. So are we even allowed to open this right now? I think he's stuck. Sorry, bub. Looks like you're staying in there. I didn't realize that the keys for the Gerudo Fortress were mixed into this. Fancy. All right. Well, sorry, bud. Looks like you're going to be sitting in jail for a while longer. So sad. I don't really care too much. It's not me who's in there. I feel very similar to a Gerudo now because since I live in LA, I now also live in a desert. Same as the Gerudos. One thing that like really surprises me about living in LA is how cold it is. Like, I was told it'd be really hot, but in comparison to Missouri, LA feels really, really cold. And I think that's because there's like no humidity here. The air is so dry. And then every night, even during the summers, like it's chilly. In Missouri, during the summertime, even during the nights, it would remain around like 90 degrees because the humidity would like hold all the temperature in the atmosphere. But at LA, like once the sun goes down, it gets so cold and it's just so weird. Like I did not expect that whatsoever. Anyways, while we're doing this, let's discuss last episode's comment question of the day, where we were talking about they're ever going to be teaching memes in school. And we had a lot of really interesting discussion in the comments. You guys brought up a lot of good points. And here's some of the arguments that probably interested me the most from the comments that I read. Love your afro, bruh. Freaking afro man up in her. Now, when I was talking about them teaching memes in school, let me like clarify a little bit more now, because the way I phrased it last episode kind of made it sound like I wanted them to make like a whole entire class dedicated to memes. Pretty much what I was saying is like in 10-15 years, once memes have been around for a really long time, I think they're gonna like have a section in like English class or communications class, like a lesson where they teach memes. Like I don't think they're gonna have like a whole class dedicated to memes by any memes. But I definitely do think that they could like use it as a lesson for English class. Like how to properly make memes would actually really come in handy, because lots of like advertisement and marketing agencies have to use memes today to like promote their products. But also in like 10-15 years, there's gonna be so much meme culture, and although lots of memes aren't that important, I think it'll still be important for young people to like be kind of caught up on all of the internet and social culture that they missed out on, because memes are getting so meta that you almost like need to inform people about certain memes so they understand the rest of the culture in and of itself. And dude, check it out. Farore's Wind. She just ripped one and just sealed it inside this glass prism. Sick. It doesn't really open up any possibilities for us, but it might come in handy in a temple, especially Fire Temple. It's probably the temple that is best to use it in. But yeah, I think it's also just really important for relevant topics to be taught in school. And although like right now it'd be kind of silly for them to teach memes in school, 10-15 years from now, I don't think it'd be that silly of a concept personally. I think it could definitely be a thing that benefits students. And lots of people are saying they shouldn't teach memes because they don't teach like enough important information like taxes and like career opportunities and stuff. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like back when I was in high school, like we had to take personal finances class where we learned all about like finances, how to buy houses and how to pay taxes and do all of that type of stuff. So I'm not sure if that was just like my school that did that, but I feel like a lot of like important life advice is taught in high school. But at the same time, so many kids in high school like either just don't pay attention or don't care, and they just like completely look over that information or don't remember it or retain it. And then by the time they actually need to use it, they've completely forgotten it. All right, just got to make sure that we don't get attacked by this spin move. Dang it! Wow, I spoke way too soon. Now they're gonna throw us up in jail now. Oh wait, what? What? That's new. Since when do they throw us out here? Oh, they probably do that as a change because we don't have the hook shot. So if we got thrown into the jail, we wouldn't have been able to get out in the first place. That's really cool. I didn't know that that change was made, but it has some really good forethought to it, so I'm all about it. It would really suck to have to reset the game because it got thrown into the Gerudo jail. She just drops on down. She's been waiting for us. Freaking, she's been like hanging onto the ceiling like Spider-Man, just waiting for our arrival. Dude, I really need to watch the new Spider-Man movies. Like I still haven't even watched Avengers Endgame because I need to watch like Spider-Man Homecoming before I watch that because I've heard that it's like really important. I still haven't even like seen Thor Ragnarok. I don't know. I'm really, really overwhelmed by how many Marvel movies there are because like I only have the desire to watch like a couple Marvel movies a year, but they release like 3 or 4 a year and it's like way too much. Dude, Spalero Fire? Is that what it is? Zelda's Lullaby, even better! Yes! Touchdown! That's like straight up. That's like a tornado just like touched down in my brain. My brain is going wild with excitement. Yes! 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 See, even the Gig Carpenter is excited for our retrieval of Zelda's Lullaby. Dude, this means we can go and activate all of the fairy fountains now. We can now officially get into Zora River as an adult. That almost like put me in the worst spot ever. I almost got caught right there. Holy crap. What else does that open up? We can now go into like the Royal Family Tomb where the Sun Song is. We can now open up Darunia's chamber. Like Zelda's Lullaby does so much. We can drain the water in the bottom of the well. Like that's everything for us. We were kind of like running out of things that we could do, but getting Zelda's Lullaby like reopens up a million things again. So we're gonna have to travel the whole entire world again to double check all of these areas. Hey, but I'm not complaining. I'm still happy about this. All right, so only one more Gerudo lady to face off against. So let's head in that direction. So yesterday I released my Ocarina of Time rap, which I've been really excited about because I created this new rap character named Lil Hyrule, which is pretty much Link if he was to be a rapper. And I want to do like this whole like collection of raps from Link's perspective from like tons of different Zelda games. And that's the very first song that I released. And lots of people seem to really like it. And there was lots of people who were a little bit shaky on it because in the rap, I tried out this new rap style where I try to rap a little bit more asymmetrically to where some of my flow is like purposely off beat. And some people didn't like quite like that. And I can totally understand why. But it's definitely a new thing that I'm trying a little bit because like I've made like 40 other songs in the past. Like if you didn't know, I have 3 other albums that you can listen to. They're all on YouTube. 2 of them are on iTunes and Spotify. One's called Game Face and one's called Tall Money, which is another character that I do for my rap music. Can I make this? Hell yeah. And on those albums, everything is like completely on beat and on rhythm and everything. But it's been like a new trend in the West Coast to kind of like rap a little bit off beat sometimes. Ugh, stupid. That sucks. And I really enjoy it because I feel like rap, there's like been so many rules put into place because rap's been around for a long time. But I think it's important a lot of time with art. It's kind of important to deconstruct some of the rules every once in a while and rethink like what can be done with the art form. And I think rapping a little bit more asymmetrically and a little bit offbeat sometimes is better because it also will like build up the anticipation for like drops, whether it be musically or lyrically. And being like somewhat of a dancer and having a lot of dance friends myself, I've realized that that's kind of something that lots of dancers look for in music nowadays because it adds a lot more like dance move opportunities. So it's just something I'm trying out. And I will admit that there was like a few lines that weren't perfect. Like I could have redone a couple lines in the song. It wasn't 100% perfect, but a lot of the asymmetric flows that I used were purposeful. But I'm just like, I really enjoy the art form of rap, and I would like to experiment with a lot of different things. I like to take inspiration from tons of different artists and just like pool them together to see what I can create myself. And it's probably like a hobby, like making rap music, that I want to have for the rest of my life. I don't plan to ever like go professional or anything, but it's a really just like nice form of expression. And I think it's also really important, just being an artistic person, to have like artistic outlets and stuff like that. 32 gold Skulltulas. I should probably update this number. All right, so we didn't get any of the keys for the Gerudo Fortress, which is really weird that we're not able to help any of these guys out. But I guess that's how the cookie crumbles. But yeah, that could be today's comic question of the day. Is what is your preferred outlet or creative outlet for yourself? I feel like it's really important for people to have creative outlets. And if you don't have a creative outlet, what is something that you would like to make your creative outlet in the future? Let me know in the comments below, and we can discuss more about creativity in the next episode. Yay! There's confetti in the air. All right, so since we killed all those guards, nah, they still don't want us here. I think we have to free all 4 carpenters in order to be accepted, which is really interesting. I didn't realize that we'd have to find the 4 keys for the Gerudo Fortress, but I guess we have to, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, well, now that we have Zelda's Lullaby, I think it's a good idea for us to turn back into Young Link and go talk to some of these great fairies and open up some of these new areas. There's still a crap load of things we can do as Young Link, so let's start knocking them off the list, I guess. Who are these old men singing in the background? Like, why, if there's old men singing in the background here, how come they couldn't have put like a choir of like 5 men who just like sit in the corner over here just singing to themselves all day? Could at least give a purpose to the background music. Like, I always like to try to imagine where the background music is truly coming from. Because sometimes, like in games, like in Mario Kart, for example, I like to imagine that the music that you hear is actually coming out of the radio of your car. And in other games, I like to like think that maybe there's speakers around the area that you are, like hidden speakers that are playing the music. Do any of you guys like to think about background music to that degree? Maybe I just overthink everything. That's probably the situation. I think that's just something that happens as a Let's Player, is you start to overthink everything about video games because you're trying to talk about a certain video game for like potentially 12 plus hours. And so when you do that, you start to really dig deep into like the meaning of everything. Alright, so our first Great Fairy is back behind this boulder. So let's climb into the tiny little hole. And there's like some cracks around the edge of the hole. What if you like walked in there and there's like a small earthquake and it just traps Link inside the Great Fairy fountain? And the Great Fairy and Link have to spend their whole entire lives with one another. How was the Zelda's Lullaby played? All right, down, down, left, down, down, left. Interesting choice. That could be a good song. All right, well, on that note, we should probably go ahead and just end this episode here. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Bye.